Green Sky Si here and welcome back to Projectleft. So it's been a super busy day and I do still want to release a video all about pee and about peeing, and I've got a special treat for you, so let's go. So what follows is a video I made 2.5 years ago when the Ping G irons and Ping I200 irons were out, and I compared them against the old Ping I2 set of irons. So check me out 2.5 years ago when I was a little bit shy in front of the camera, a little bit more nervous, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Right guys, so with the launch of the new I200 Ping iron, we also got in the shop some Ping I2s as a second-hand trade-in recently. So I thought I'd do a quick video today, just comparing them up, the I200 and the I2, and we'll throw the G in for the mix as well. So first thing we need to do, loft and line machine, measure, get all the specs of these clubs. Right, let's go. Right, so there you have it. That was interesting. Started off going to compare the 7 irons and realised that the G is actually 1/2 inch longer and 3 degrees stronger, 4 degrees stronger than the I200 and the old I2. But then when we put the 6 iron in the mix, so the 6 iron from the I2 set back in the day, that's actually exactly the same specs, length, loft and lie. So the only fair comparison to do is to go G7 iron versus I2 6 iron, I200 7 iron versus I2 7 iron. So let's go outside and hit some shots, see what happens out there. Right, okay, so I've come outside and I thought just before I actually hit any shots, I thought we'd look at the specs on these clubs. So first of all, we'll go with the G7 iron and the Ping I2 6 iron. Now, they were both 37.5 inches long, so the same length, both 62 degrees on the lie angle and both 30 degrees on the loft, so essentially the same golf club. We then move across to the I200 7 iron, 37 inches long, 62 degree lie angle, 34 degrees of loft, the same as the Ping I2 7 iron. So let's find out what's changed. Has anything changed in a club that's made in 1980 and 2017? Right, let's hit some shots. Okay, right, let's go, so hit some shots. I've got GC2 running just here. I've got the 4 clubs, going to hit 12 shots, get some data, and then we'll have a little look. So I'm going to start off with the I2 7 iron versus the I200 7 iron, and move on to the I2 6 iron, and finally the G6 iron. See what data we get. Let's go. Right, so that's all the data. Let's calculate it all together, put it up on the big screen, and we'll have a little look. Okay, so let's have a little look. So we start first of all with I200 7 iron versus I2 7 iron. So if you look at the carry distances, the I2 won by 2 yards, 161 versus 159. That's not even anything that we can even test. That's just human element, so they're pretty much the same. Launch angle, so the I2 launched slightly higher and spun slightly less on average out of the test that we just did. So in essence, they're different ways of getting the same result really from the testing there. A couple of degrees less on the launch angle with the I200 and a bit more spin. We're using the same balls for all of this test, so again it should compare fairly similarly. If we move on to the I2 6 iron versus the G6 iron, again 1 yard difference, nothing at all in the distance difference there. Ball speeds are around about the same, up at 1, 2, 3. And again, the launch angle, 1 degree, nothing, not even measurable. That completely the same. The backspin rate is a very similar 5,000 degrees versus 5,500 on the G6. So very, very similar test. The only thing I would say, there is a G shot in there that carried at 176. Now that's a good 5 or 6 yards further than any of the others. And obviously this is based on carry distance. A lot of it is obviously down to strike, but that went 176 with only 119 miles an hour ball speed. And I got some, I put 124 ball speed. So 124 ball speed with a better strike could have gone a lot further. It could get that one that you get scary long with. Now, I don't know what they've done with the G iron to make it have that element. It's something in the face is technology, because there's nothing different in the length of the club, nothing different in the loft of the club, just something in the head design that's making it shoot that bit further. But out of all of those clubs, I would say the G is the most easy to hit. It just felt lovely. My dispersion rates were pretty good across the board, but the G iron just seemed to always be a nice consistent flight. So it just goes to show you've got to get these tests done. You've got to try all these things out. And with irons, newer isn't always better. Now, I wouldn't suggest to go out and buy a set of Ping i2s, but if you've got them in your bag and you're not seeing any greater performance by a new club, is it going to help you out that much? Obviously, getting live fit, getting length fit, getting fitted for the correct clubs is so important. But that would be the thing that I take most of it out of. Go and get fit and see if what's actually out on the market is beating what you're using at the moment. Because if it isn't, there's no point changing.
So there we go, an interesting look at irons from a couple of years ago. Basically, the moral of the story is irons are precision tools, and as long as they go the right distance with the right kind of spin to keep the ball in play, tight dispersion, nice soft landings, then technology really hasn't actually changed in that much. And the way the companies play with loft and length really is the difference between these distance devices. So as always, thank you very much for watching. That one's going to be down there, that one's over there. Do the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow for the letter Q. I wonder what that's going to be. Bye bye.